What do you think?
So I was just recently on CNBC's Closing Bell talking about this very decision and inevitably the ensuing implications on the workforce. And because my work is fairly rooted in racial equity, we are a racial equity advisory firm that does diversity and inclusion, but we see racial equity as the macroeconomic imperative of our lifetime. It is extraordinarily important for us in working with our clients and in having conversations like this to help people understand how to appropriately contextualize the urgency around amplifying quickly Black and brown talent because of the demographic trends and because of the macroeconomic implications associated with not moving more Black and brown people into the middle class and beyond. Blah, blah, blah. Point of the matter is, the sentiment that the affirmative action case the Supreme Court unleashed in issuing that decision is an extraordinarily problematic one because, not just because of what it means for selection and admittance in higher education systems, but the sentiment giving rise to that decision said, sorry, background noise, there is nothing that has happened specifically to Black and brown people that is worth acknowledging or remediating. And that sentiment running wild in the American ether and also attaching itself to organizations who were already kind of on the fence with this work and feeling uncomfortable about the work and feeling as though it is that racial equity and or DEI exists only to attack a certain group of people, i.e. white people. If they are already leaning there, then this case helps to move them further into entrenchment. And that is a huge, huge problem. And so while we've not seen from a legal construct, any case law to suggest that the diminishment or the pulling in of DEI work should be the de facto result coming from the Supreme Court case. Behaviorally, that's absolutely what we'll see. And I suspect that with a lot of these cases that you're seeing in the with these law firms is kind of an indication of that. Let me also hasten to add that reverse discrimination cases for employers that are promulgating racial equity should be expected. And in my opinion, that's when you know you're doing it right. It's disruptive. It's disruptive, right? It's so crazy. This dissonance resetting, this idea of Black and brown being magnified and amplified, at least equal to Black, is not a part of our American fabric. It's not a part of our culture. So it is very disconcerting. So of course there's going to be lawsuits, and there should be. I mean, I always work with my clients, and I'm like, if you're not getting sued, you're not doing this right? Because you're supposed to be it's supposed to be a little disruptive, unsettling.